Hello and welcome to the walking talking topic on tree diagrams, question number 2 with me, Mr. Barton. Now this is quite a challenging question here for a number of reasons, so let's make sure we get our head around this. A bowl contains 25 beans. There are 6 kidney beans, 9 pinto beans and 10 black-eyed beans. 2 beans are selected at random from the bowl without replacement. Now as soon as you see that phrase, without replacement, you've got to really switch on. That means the beans are not going to be put back in, so the events are no longer independent. One is going to have an effect on the other, so just be very, very, very careful with that. Or in other words, your probabilities are going to change. Now we've got 2 parts here. Calculate the probability that both the beans are black-eyed beans, and calculate the probability that at least one pinto bean is selected. Now I'll be honest with you, there is a way to do this first one that doesn't need a tree diagram. There is also a way to do this one that doesn't need a tree diagram. But this one in particular, part B, is a bit of a nightmare without a tree diagram. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make use of this lovely little space down here and just bang myself out a quick tree diagram because it's going to make both parts of this question very easy. So we've got our 3 possible beans that could come out here. We've got kidney beans, pinto beans and black beans. So I'm going to go for kidney beans, pinto beans and black beans. And then once each of those has been selected, the same 3 beans could fly out again. Kidney, and you'll be able to do this miles neater than I'm doing. Kidney beans, pinto beans, black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, and some black beans. Right, let's get our first pick sorted. 6 kidneys, 9 pintos, 10 black-eyed beans. So 6 out of 25, probability of getting a kidney, 9 out of 25 probability of getting a pinto, and old black-eyed beans, 10 out of 25 for getting one of those. Easy. Now, this is where people can go wrong, but we're going to be fine. If you pick a kidney bean out, so if we travel down this branch, 1 kidney bean is in my hand. So how many kidney beans are left in? Well, there were 6 to begin with, so there's only got to be 5 kidney beans. But there's 1 kidney bean in my hand, so there's 1 fewer bean in there in total. So it's 5 of those beans are kidney beans, and there's only 24 beans remaining. What about pinto beans? Well, I've picked out a kidney bean, so it's had no effect on the number of pinto beans in there, so there's still 9. But now there are only 24 beans left in total. Likewise, with a black-eyed bean, if I've picked out a kidney bean, then there are still 10 of these black-eyed beans in there, but there are only 24 beans in total. Dead easy. Now what about this one? We pick a pinto bean out. Picture in your hand, there are 25 beans in to begin with. Now in your hand there is 1 pinto bean. Get it in your hand. 1 pinto bean. So how many kidney beans are there? Well, there's still 6. A kidney bean has not been removed from this, so there's still 6 out of 24 beans. What about pinto beans? Well, 1 pinto bean's in your hand, so there are no longer 9. There's only 8 pinto beans out of 24. And likewise, black-eyed beans, no impact whatsoever. There's still 10 of them, 10 out of 24. And likewise, if we just go down here, we've now got a black bean in our hand. So how many kidney beans are there? Well, there's still 6. No impact on the kidney beans. How many pinto beans are there? Still 9. How many black beans are there? Well, 1's in your hand, so there's now 9 out of 24. Done and dusted. Okay, once we've set that up, now it took a bit of time, but this is going to make the next couple of parts dead easy. Calculate the probability that both of the beans are black-eyed beans. So let's have a look on our tree diagram. Where's that? Black-eyed bean first, black-eyed bean second. So this is the one we need there. Remember our golden rule of tree diagrams. When you're traveling across a tree diagram, you multiply. So the probability is going to be 10 out of 25. That's probability you get a black-eyed bean on the first pick. Times by 9 out of 24. That's probability you get a black-eyed bean on the second pick. Now those numbers are pretty big, so let's go to our calculator. Let's bang them straight into our calculator. It might even simplify them for us. So let's have a look. We've got to do 10 out of 25. We're going to multiply that by, press my little fractions button again, 9 out of 24. So hopefully you can see that. There we go, 10 out of 25 times by 9 out of 24. Press my equals, and that simplified it right down for me for 3 out of 20. Perfect. Now what about this next bit? Calculate the probability at least one pinto bean is selected. Couple of things you can do here. You can either tick all the ones that have got at least one pinto bean, or tick all the ones that don't have a pinto bean at all. It's completely up to you. One's slightly quicker than the other, but to be honest with you, I'm just going to tick all the ones that have a pinto bean. So, kidney. No, not interested. Kidney pinto, yep, I'll have that one there. Kidney black bean, no pinto bean there. What about this? Pinto and kidney. Well, to be honest with you, pinto with anything is going to have at least one pinto bean. And even that one there, that's got a pinto and a pinto, but the question says at least one pinto bean. So that's absolutely fine, we'll have that one. And finally down here, black bean and a pinto bean, that one there. Black bean and kidney, not interested. Black bean, not interested. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things we've got to get sorted here. And we've got to be very careful we get each of their probabilities right. Kidney bean and pinto bean. That's going to be... Oh, and in fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep a record of these. I'm going to put probability of kidney and pinto. That's my first one. So I want 6 out of 25 times by... So I'm just going here. Kidney bean, 6 out of 25. And then I want a pinto bean, 9 out of 24. Alright, let's get me next one. I had... Where am I? Pinto followed by kidney. So that's probability of a pinto and a kidney. So that's going to be 9 out of 25 times 6 out of 24. It's going to take me flipping ages, this. 6 out of 24. Then I'm going to go probability of a pinto followed by a pinto. So that's going to be 9 out of 25, and I've got an 8 out of 24. 9 out of 25 times an 8 out of 24. And you've got to be on the ball during this, because one slip and it's all over. Pinto and a black bean, but you are getting a load of working out marks. 9 out of 25 times by 10 out of 24. I hope I'm getting this flipping right. And then my last one is a black bean and a pinto. So that is a black bean and a pinto. So that is going to be 10 out of 25 times by, get me pinto, 9 out of 24. Okay, I reckon they're all the possible ones that I can have. Now I've got to work out their probabilities, then I've got to flip and add them all together. Deary me, it's going to take me forever. Here we go. So, let's bang them in as quick as we can without making a mistake. 6 out of 25 times by 9 out of 24. Now some of you here will want to gamble and just stick them all in together, but it's not worth the risk. 9 over 100. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I can tell you, let's save ourselves a little bit of time here. Let's keep all the denominators the same. I'm going to do 25 times 24. I'm going to get all my bottoms and my fractions, so they're all over 600. Let's get them all over 600. Then we can just work out our numerators. It's not going to save us loads of time, but it's going to be a little bit better. Alright, here we go. So we've got 25 times 24 is 600. So we've got 6 times 9, so that's going to give us, if my maths is right, 54. 9 times 6, I think is 54 as well. 9 times 8, 72. 9 times 10 is 90. And 10 times 9 is 90. And then I can just add up my numerators. So I've got 54 plus another 54 plus a 72 plus a 90 plus another 90. And I end up with 360 over 600. And it's absolutely fine to leave your answer as that, but that's going to simplify down nicely. Let's see if I can do this in my head. If I divide top and bottom by 60, I think there are 6 60s in 360 and 10 60s in 600. And I think that's the same as 3/5. Phew, take a nice breather after that one. That was an epic.